When we tried to analyze all of these, Barrister Mbeseha, we just found out that this could just be a painful sight, because I'm sure that some of these funds cannot resist. They must go. They must go to watch a film that would either be all about lies or all about the pains that they are currently facing. Either way, it's either the devil or the WC. What would you think, Barrister Mbeseha?
Well, no, there's nothing impossible. They cannot say they cannot resist. No, that is not us. They can and they should resist. Again, they can and they should resist. But as a reminder, this is not the first time they are doing this. 2 weeks ago, so I think so, before Paul Biya was declared dead, before his resurrection, the same event took place in Buya. The screening of the Paul Biya's film in Buya was there. They did what they are doing in Bamenda now. But they did even beyond that. There's something they're not telling you. Just like the last incident of getting students to come and stand on the road. They went to the villages and bribed the people. They bought people with money, including this Mamu village where we just talked about. They paid them 5,500 to 2,000. They hired vehicles for them to come to Buya Stadium and witness the screening of Phobia's film. And something happened. When these people from Mamu were still driving to Buya to do it, there was a gunfire in Munya. In fact, they were attacked for going to do it. And they saved them. They sent the bees and so on to protect their convoys. But they were saved. And they went to Buya. But the central issue is this. This screening of the film, this president was elected in quotes in 2018. It's a 7-year mandate. During the campaign for the election of the president, nobody saw him in the Northwest or Southwest, as they call it. And as a matter of fact, they agree. There was no election of President Paul Biya in anywhere in Ambazonian in 2018. He was not elected. But he's an impostor. He imposed himself there and calls himself president. But why must people go watch the screening of this film? Why must they go watch it? Why should they bribe people to do it? It's a film. It's an occasion for celebration. And these people in Bamenda, who are being in the Northwest region, call it, but they'll come down to Bamenda. Are they going to watch the screening of Paul Biya digging the ring road? Are they going to watch the screening of Paul Biya fixing the road to Nkambe, to Mbansa? Are they going to watch him as a president, mourning with them at the funeral of the Ngaribu children? And what happened in Pinyin, where they killed their own children? The government killed their own children officially, packed their corpses in pickups like meat. So what are they going to watch the screening for? What are they going to be screening? Is there anybody in the Northwest, call it Bamenda, or in short in Ambazonia, who has anything to celebrate in the so-called presidency of Mr. Paul Biya? Whether you are screening it for the past 5, 7 years, or for the past 40 years, what are we celebrating? What are they screening? Why are you going to watch them screening? Water? The broken bridge at the commercial avenue? The roads? The schools? A university created on a piece of paper without classrooms called University of Bamenda. Where are the classrooms? Where is the center? They inherited Cas Bambili. Cas Bambili was the product of West Cameroon government. They transformed it so-called to a university without anything other than a piece of paper signed under President Paul Biya. And so what are these people going to celebrate? What are they going to celebrate? And I guess that thing from the so-called Northwest House of Chiefs, that letter probably was also, of course, not probably, he also went to the front of Bansa. This young man. But remember, your father sat in the palace and told Ahijo, you are a visitor, you meet me in the palace. And Ahijo went with his 2 legs to meet him there. Then his successor. What is the legacy of your father? What are they going to celebrate? What are they going to celebrate? People in Bamenda town, are you going to celebrate Francha, who lived in Quen and resigned from the CPDM under the very poor Biya? Are you going to celebrate Mr. S.T. Muna, who live in Gembo, just in 20 kilometers to Benue, and was disgraced as nothing else in Yaoundé under poor Biya? Are you going to celebrate A. Njua of Com? Or what are you going to watch the screening for? If people cannot be angry with all these disappointments, if they cannot show their disapproval, then they've lost their humanity. Since most of the kings of the Northwest are men, they have lost their manhood. They've ceased to be human beings. They will attempt to bribe you, but nobody will come and extract you from your house to go and put there. So if you refuse the bribe, they will not give you. I said earlier, a bribe works only when there's somebody to receive, when somebody offers. And so there's no excuse that the governor forced me. The governor did not make you the fund. There's no excuse to say the deal forced me. The deal did not make you the fund. You're not the fund because the deal made you, or the mayor made you, or Paul Biya made you from Yaoundé. No, sir. You have to stand your own grounds. If you don't stand your own grounds, you have ceased to exist as a fund. You have ceased to exist as a human being. You have ceased to exist as a man with two bones under his legs. Over to you.
All right, Barrister Mbeseha. This is, you asked all of those questions, and I'm wondering what their minds would be. What exactly will they be watching? For some very sad thoughts, I would just want to know what that movie is all about. But then it's just so sad that people are being coerced to do what they would ordinarily not want to do. Well, we'll definitely follow up with that report and, of course, bring you up to speed with whatever eventually happens with the screening of that particular movie come Saturday to the 26th. Meanwhile, you do not want to forget that the Transition Drive Fund is coming up on Saturday as well. Barrister Mbeseha, would you want to say a thing or two concerning that particular, fund drive by the President Samuel Ikonesako for Saturday, while you use that to wrap up tonight's segment with us?
Oh, well, I think I said it before. You see, we live in a human society. People argue, people make noise, but there comes a time that you focus on something that will take you somewhere else. You can disagree after, but let everybody, the president has already said it, let all and sundry hit to the transition draft. Because as I said yesterday, there are so many things that you don't know, which the president knows. And I said earlier, we talked about Dr. Mongo, who was saying, oh, there's something might be in the offing. All these things depend on us raising money. All these things depend on us showing our united front. And so this draft, which is coming, disagree with any other thing else, but don't disagree with the draft. Hit there and play your part so that our journey will be hastened. We can cross the final line sooner than later. Over to you.
All right, thank you so much, Barrister Mbeseha. And it's at this juncture we'll leave you, see you on Saturday when we all sit together to talk about Ambazonia this week. All right, thank you so much for always, making yourself available for every time we call on you for Undaunted.
Thank you for
All right.